Darren. Great to see you. How are you?
Very well, thank you, Hector. How are you, my friend?
Not bad at all. I'm really happy to see you. So, you came on this program because you wanted to improve your sleep, improve habits, maybe in the process lose some weight, and you just thought it was time to raise your game. That's what I was really feeling. You've been coaching for years and you really wanted now to move your game to a different level and to get more out of every day. So without me going any further ado on this, Darren, just highlight a few things that have made a difference and you've learned from the program for my audience and for those listening to us.
Yeah, I mean, I think I don't know if it was so much a case of raising the game, Heck, to be honest. I think it was a case of hitting 40, realizing that I wasn't happy with the body shape that was staring back at me in the mirror, being an entrepreneur, long work days, not quite getting out, exercising, being a foreign word, being a dirty word in some cases, nutrition, quick fixes, sugar fixes, eating crap, and so on. And I think it was just really getting to a stage where, I mean, I went to Brazil 6 months ago, ate like a horse there. Then Christmas came, and just really by the time I started with you in March, it was a case of I'm not happy anymore. I knew that it was very much at a crossroads, Heck, whereas I could kind of do something now about it or keep on going along. And another 6 months, probably get to the stage where I was getting really obese and just not happy in myself and also no longer motivated. I think it hits a point perhaps where it feels like a lot too much work almost.
Yeah.
So yeah, the things for me, it was weight loss. I mean, I think habits and sleep came afterwards, or it wasn't quite as important as the weight loss. I didn't quite understand how important they were all or intrinsically linked, whether it be 2 liters of agua, 2 liters of water a day, whether it be getting as close to those 8 hours of sleep a night as possible. I feel sleep, ironically, is one of the first things I kind of tried to fix myself. And I think I did that. But what I was doing, Heck, was that I was maybe getting to my bed at 2 a.m., giving myself 8 hours, but getting up at 10 a.m., then it's a constant rush, and you're constantly finishing work at 9, 10 o'clock, and it's a vicious cycle. So with
What
your help, I think, yeah, I managed to really try to get that sleep down to, getting to lights out by midnight, 11:30. And I'm getting there. It's an internal battle. It's something that since I was a young man, 12 years old, I would always be up until stupid o'clock, right? But it's an eternal battle, but I think I'm far more conscious of it and there's much more intention in it. So I'd say that these two came naturally. Nutrition, actually enjoying eating vegetables, actually enjoying eating lean fats and proteins, mental. But yeah, I'm actually in that camp now. Can't really look at a hamburger, which I used to love. Ironically, I went out for a cheat meal a couple of weeks ago. I felt like crap afterwards because my body's beginning to get used to eating cleaner and eating better. Nutrition wise as well, we had a big discussion about things like protein, especially repairing the muscles. Well, brilliant. So I'm take a bit of protein, whey protein every day, a bit of creatine I've been on for the last couple of weeks as well. Really noticing that and my difference. I'm not hurting after workouts. First couple of weeks, you are going to hurt after workouts, especially if you've not exercised in years, but it feels a lot better. Your support definitely helped with that. But even down to running, Heck, I hadn't run in about since pre-pandemic. I used to do 10Ks. I say 10Ks now and again. I mean, once a year I do 10K. Training wise, I wouldn't be training very well for it. But I'm out 3 times a week running between 7.5 and 10K now. And I bloody love it. I can't get enough of it. A great way to unwind, to think through, and just absolutely brilliant. So yeah, what I would say is the exercise, the nutrition aspect, I think sleep, the habits being a big one, just getting into habits. You said to me 13 weeks ago, it's about building a new identity. And I think I told you to F off. I thought, nonsense, bloody identity. What's this guy talking about? Well, in 13 weeks, I've put on a lot of muscle, but I've dropped about 6 kilos. I've stopped a 20-year smoking habit, which I'm pretty, thank you very much. We're on week
which
4 now.
I was going to highlight that myself, Darren. When we talked about this, you alluded to the fact that you really wanted to stop smoking. I thought, well, this is something we could add into this, which would be great. And on the 14th of April, that was D-Day for you. And you're just about coming up next week to your first month. So congratulations. That's been a great achievement. So well done on that.
I think they're replacing it, being able to replace it by exercise a bit as well. But there was a strange association because the first few weeks I was finishing a 5K run, coming back home having a protein shake and a fag. And I don't know where that habit began to develop. So this has definitely been the most difficult time of giving up. I've tried before and not been successful, but I feel this is what it sticks. And it comes back to that new identity that I'm not a smoker. I do eat healthy. I will eat a pizza from time to time, and that will never end. I will eat the odd bit of chocolate that's less than 70%, and that will never end. But it's that bit.
You support a specific football team.
And I do indeed. So there's going to be a couple of beers had when that certain Glasgow Celtic champions of Scotland, when they keep on winning more and more silverware, the odd beer will be drunk. But yeah, it's an identity. And I wouldn't say it's a whole new identity. It's still me, but it's a healthier identity. A one that I feel 13 weeks in, I already know that this is a life change, Hick, because it'd be a damn shame to put all this work in and for it to lose. And you said yourself as we jumped on camera, Christ, you're looking a bit bigger. And I looked at myself and thought, I'm looking a bit bigger, yeah.
It seems a good time. May I, if I may share this with you, right? Yeah. Which I think is a good time to just share this with our audience. A picture paints 1,000 words, right? You can just see the shape difference there. You've obviously put some size on. Your legs looking good from the workout and the running, and I can just see it's a big difference. It's a body composition. The point being, of course, Darren, is that on the scales, there's very little discrimination between fat and muscle, but a picture paints 1,000 words. Yeah. So it's been absolutely fantastic, Darren. Thank you so much for your words and your comments and your insights, and it's been a wonderful journey. I guess the last question
really quickly, because you're not going to let me say this otherwise, and I feel that I do need to say it. Look, I could do this by myself. Let's just be honest. There's enough information out there, YouTube and so on, to do this by myself. I don't think I would have without your support. It's really been the weekly check-ins, the text messages, and I'm needing it. That wee bit of motivation, like a wee boy sending his dad the screenshot of the new personal record on Strava. It's been that which I feel has really helped me to stick at this for the 13 weeks and makes me, one way or other, we will be in contact forever, because you're very much part of that fitness journey and transformation that I've been through. So I would like to also highlight that. So I thank you for that, for your patience and me being grumpy and saying, oh, bollocks to this, heck. Oh, no, come on, Darren. And just your knowledge and how you've adapted. It's just been brilliant. I've said to you now, I think last 4 weeks, I said, I want to put on a bit more bulk, a bit more muscle. Okay, well, we'll do that instead. Switched up the exercise, the motivation. So I think that's been a huge part as well, personally. So I'd like to thank you for that, my friend.
Thank you, Darren. My final question is, would you recommend this program for someone else looking for similar goals?
Absolutely. Absolutely. As I said, it's yourself, it's your team, it's not easy to do, I think, by yourself. I think that's why so many people will buy a gym membership 1st or 2nd of January and not go after the 16th of January again, because it's not easy. And I think you do need a structured plan as well. It's not been me for the last 13 weeks deciding, okay, today I'm going to do that. I've got this goal, but I'll do that. And it's not been trying to put together a jigsaw blindly. It's actually having a structured plan that's progressively getting me bigger, fitter, stronger. You know, running wise, we started off with caminhar, correr.
Correr. Walking and running.
Walking and running. So we started off literally walking, just for going out for walking for 35 minutes, and then started introducing running into it. And my body started saying to me, no, you need to run now, come on. Whereas I think if you'd gone, right, go out and run 3 kilometers, I wouldn't have done it. So there's just been so much kind of progression and so many sensible ways of mixing the cardio with the lifting. I didn't know I loved lifting. I love lifting weights now. It's just brilliant. I never would have thought that. Totally. Brilliant. So 100% Darren, would recommend it to anybody who's wanting to lose weight, feel supported, and have a program that works.
Brilliant. Thank you so much for your time, Darren. I'm looking forward to catching up with you in the not very distant future. Thanks, Darren.
Thank you, Heck. Cheers, mate.